Hello and welcome to Watchtower Wargaming. Like many of you, sometimes you get fed up with painting, 40k, bolt action, whatever, and it's always good to have a palette cleansing and try something that it's that you haven't done for ages, or you haven't done since you were for younger or a kid in my age. And it's basically, so one of my things that I always fall back on just to do something different is a good old Airfix kit. 1/72, cheap as chips, as basic as you want it to be, and so for me that's always been my go-to if I wanted to do something different. Now recently, and I'm not affiliated with any of these shops, companies, anything. We've back in the UK, you've got companies like Lidl and I'm just trying to think of the Aldi that do like a Christmas special, and they do sell lots of 1/72 kits. And this year, and I think it was last year as well, I bought a few, popped in there for a loaf of bread, came out with a couple of kits. So for me, that's my palette cleanser. So with these ones, I think they were $6.99. I think I'm not sure what they are this year, but I think they're probably about the same. And they had I know in one of them they actually do tanks as well, but my local one was just purely aircraft, and I think it was the Mary ship as well. Don't do ships. So I get seasick just crossing over to France. So so my sort of ones I had this year is the 1/72 Messerschmitt BF 109E. So these kits come with the paints, the glues, the brushes and everything else, so stuff that can be transferable to other kits as well. So they're out there at the moment. Went shopping yesterday, and they're still on the shelves if you know where to look. If not, just ask the store managers. But again, it's every now and again you just want to change something, and these kits are perfect for it. Eventually, I'm going to have a few back up on the ceiling, in either their Staffels or their squadrons. So yeah, that was the Messerschmitt, and again you got the Hawker Hurricane Mark 1 again with the come with the brush glues and your paintbrush on there as well. I'm not sure what this is. Says model design and tooling was circa 2013, so it's one of the relatively new kits. Can't go wrong with a Hurricane. I've got match it with the old BF 109 as well. Now one I did pick up this weekend was a Focke-Wulf 190. Now I haven't painted one of these before, and one thing I will this is probably going to get the old Mustang. That's probably going to be on my list at some point to get that as well. So Focke-Wulf 190, or 1/72 scale. So that means I can actually use that with my 20mm stuff. So it's later on, if I'm back onto doing the old rapid fire and everything else, I can use these for aircraft. And and then, so last but not least, we have the Supermarine Spitfire Mark 1 A. So another kit as well. So, and the tooling on this one is 2010. So that's what's it? Supermarine Spitfire Mark 1 of 610 Squadron, or 610 Squadron, number 13 Group, RAF Biggin Hill, July 1940. So. And again, all these boxes come with the actual paint guides on the back there as well, all the instructions, decals, they're all bagged on the inside as well. So, and one thing with the Airfix kits, for those who don't know, if you're a member of the, I think it's the Airfix Club, on these Airfix kit they have these points, and more points you collect, points means prizes, and the prizes are aircraft from or models from the Airfix kit range, which is brilliant. collected a few of those over the years. So I thought I'd just share that with you as well. It's for me. I've just been painting a lot of bolt action, lots of green, and then with the 40k I've been painting some ultramarines, so lots of blue, and I just fancy a change. So over the Christmas break, probably one or two of those aircrafts will be made. And again, it's sort of whether I want to hand brush them, airbrush them, or whatever. It's whatever takes my fancy. But as I said, they're perfect kits. And also as well, if you've got any youngsters, these are perfect. Perfect starter for anybody to get into making modelling. If the old aircraft looks like a explosion in a paint factory afterwards, so be it. But we've all got to start somewhere, and I bet if you're honest to yourself, the first models you ever made were probably the worst ones you ever did, and what you're doing now is probably sort of you're going from one extreme to the other, but we always had to start somewhere. So I just thought I'll share that at the moment. So Aldi and sort of Lidl in the UK have still got lots of the old models on the shelves. They're about £6.99, give or take. So it's even if you just want one, they are a great kit to something new, changes as good as the rest, and sort of and it might even be something that that you've been wanting to do for ages, but just want that that good start. And a 1/72 kit with all the paints, brushes, and everything else. That is a perfect place to start. So I just thought I'd share that with you anyway. So coming up to Christmas and the Christmas break. So hopefully you're all prepared for that. Make sure that you all have a good stand down. Plenty to see to do. Relax, chill out with family and friends, and you enjoy yourself. So I will be in touch at some point. Still getting over the old COVID slightly. That knackered up my chest for a bit, so brought back the old asthma. But I'm getting there, and getting back into painting things. Lost my mojo for a bit, but now I've got the room sorted out and got all my paints and everything else, and we're all good to go. So you be careful out there. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. I'm not doing it for any financial gain. I'm just doing it to speak to you out there and come across with my passion for models. I am a member for the Models for Heroes, and sort of, we've got some amazing people up and down the whole of the UK that supports Models for Heroes, and pushing making of models in whatever format is good for your mental health. So it can't be all wrong, and at the end of it, you've got a lovely aircraft you can hang off your roof or sit on your mantelpiece. But you take care, and I will catch up with you soon. All the best now. Bye.